If you want to ace your grade 11 English exam, the absolute worst thing you can do is just blindly memorize a list of vocabulary words.
Oh, yeah, totally. It just doesn't work.
Right. Welcome to the deep dive, everyone. Today, we're really ripping apart Unit 5 of your Get Involved textbook.
But one that's all about the environment.
Exactly. Because we want to show you why examiners, well, they don't actually care if you know the word environment. They care if you know how to wield it as a weapon.
I love that phrasing. And, the goal today is to turn these textbook pages into a strategic cheat sheet for you. The exam graders, they aren't looking for these elementary generalities.
They don't want to see phrases like save water.
Right, or plant trees. They want precision. We're talking action-oriented pairings here, like protect endangered species.
Or reduce deforestation. It's think of this vocabulary as a superhero's loadout.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
Because you can't just yell, save the world. You need a specific weapon, like renewable energy, to neutralize a really specific villain, like landfills or pesticides.
Exactly, and that precision, that's what gets you the high score. Take the word repurpose, for example.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Using repurpose instead of reuse immediately signals a much deeper grasp of nuance to the grader. Because, reuse just means filling up a plastic water bottle a second time.
Yeah, but repurpose is like taking that plastic and turning it into a park bench.
Right. It implies a whole transformation. And that proves you understand these complex environmental cycles, not just, basic dictionary definitions.
But having the superhero vocabulary isn't really enough if you don't know what you're trying to save.
Fair point.
And the textbook does something really clever here. It grounds these big, abstract problems in physical stuff that we touch every day, like aluminum, cardboard,
Nylon, styrofoam.
Yeah, exactly. It even talks about bamboo bikes, which is pretty cool. But it teaches you to use these nouns as adjectives, like saying a leather wallet or a stone sculpture.
And if you pay attention, notice how the textbook consistently pairs those physical materials with the passive voice.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that. Suddenly it feels like we're reading a science lab report instead of, an English text.
No, there's a reason for that. The passive voice completely shifts the focus.
Yeah.
When you say, millions of trees are cut down or styrofoam is recycled.
It sounds super academic and objective.
Exactly. It removes the I or the we from the sentence. It centers the planet.
Yeah.
The material itself becomes the most important thing.
So it frames the issue entirely around the environment, not us.
Right. And honestly, if you look at the Band 5 grading rubric for this unit, mastering that specific passive structure, it isn't just a suggestion.
Wait, really? It's mandatory.
Yeah, it is explicitly required to hit those top marks.
Okay, but knowing the words is one thing. Deploying them under pressure is a whole different beast.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the rubric also demands that you compare and contrast these green products, right? Using connectors like as well as plus and also.
Right, especially for the project task.
Like if you're designing that eco-brochure they mention, you have to seamlessly combine the specific vocabulary, the connectors, and the passive voice. But, and here's my pushback, what happens when the clock is ticking in the speaking exam? The panic sets in, and you completely blank on how to build a passive sentence. Are you just doomed?
No, you're not doomed. The rubric actually provides a really comforting answer to that exact fear. Strong, clear vocabulary will save you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, like stating confidently that we need to ban pesticides is infinitely better than, stumbling through some broken, grammatically tangled passive sentence.
So just keep it simple if you panic.
Right. Pronunciation and message clarity still carry massive weight. The grammar is important, sure, but don't let it paralyze your core message.
That takes a ton of the pressure off, honestly. So, I guess the ultimate exam formula to walk away with today is this. Precise vocab plus the passive voice plus clear comparisons equals top marks.
Exactly. Focus on deploying specific tools for specific problems and you'll do great.
It really leaves you thinking, though. You aren't just memorizing words to beat a test here.
No, definitely not.
What if building this eco-superheroes toolkit to pass a grade 11 English exam is actually just the very first step? Like it might be giving you the exact vocabulary you need to advocate for a real, lasting environmental change in your own community.
I love that.
Just something to ponder before you open that textbook again.